Welcome into another episode of the Delco Duo. I'm one half of the Delco Duo, Monica Cryan.
And I'm Jenna Meisner, other half of the Delco Duo. And no, nobody has died.
No.
Despite how we may look with flowers on the table, we were just trying to spring up the set.
Our look.
Monica and I are dressed very wintry for mid-April.
Oh my gosh, we really are bringing the mood down. But it's also like ugly weather, so
Yeah, it just fits.
it's fine.
It's just how I've been feeling. These weekends have been so that is miserable for those
I think
of the older generation.
they picked it up context.
I don't know
and
if I said that
word-wise.
to my mom. She would be like, what is it? It's Ms.
But context-wise,
Yes,
we get
the
it.
weekend's been Ms.
But look at how cute these flowers are.
They're gorgeous. Monica received these for doing an event, so
Yes.
very beautiful. But they are bringing some
Thank
color.
you, Mrs. Mullaney.
Mrs. Mullaney, beautiful flowers. And they actually match Delco Duo. Like this one's pretty close to the Delco Duo color. We got a little purple.
A purple, and
Yeah.
then like a magenta, which
Love
does
that.
match our color theme, which we have had
Forever. Since
for the
start.
4 years that we've
Yeah.
been doing this. So I love it.
And the little bit of yellow in the
Yeah.
and the star on Harris.
Become our thing. So
It
yes,
has.
we're trying to spruce things up, but it has been hard. It's been hard.
I'm ready to retire all of this wear. Like this is like a thick sweater that I would wear in January, February, and it's April and I don't want to be wearing it.
And it's really hard because I'm going on vacation.
No.
Any way I can
know.
bring this up. Anyway, I can bring this up.
You actually haven't talked about it much on the Delco Duo, but just
not.
outside of being on TV, we've talked about it a lot.
Yes, I am going on vacation for Easter, spring break. The whole fam is going. We are jet setting and going to the islands, the Caribbean. And I'm so excited, but it has been really hard because I just don't feel it in my bones. You know what I mean?
But that's the best time to go because
Yeah.
then you land and
No,
you're
you're right.
invigorated. You're like, oh.
But I actually just started thinking about, I need a spray tan. Should I get a spray tan?
I'm a big proponent of spray tans. I don't have them unless I have an event. Like I don't just get them to get it. But I do. I think they make me feel so much better, especially when you're in like a bathing suit. Gives you a little bit more confidence.
I shouldn't just do my Sandro Pay.
No, I don't know if they could. I don't think you can see it at home, not on the morning news when you're doing the weather or on Delco Duo, but the way that you apply your Saint-Tropez is terrible.
It's so streaky. Like I'll forget a whole chunk of my arm. I don't care.
It'll be really dark in some spots, but surprisingly, I don't think it's that obvious on TV.
No, I don't. Because I'm just trying to get the front. Like I just try and get the front for TV.
Well, I mean, that's better. Eddie,
That's all you can see.
our engineer, his wife thought I was ill because I was so pale. She said to Eddie, "Is Jenna okay?"
And
It's winter.
Every time. I tell you,
pale.
it is a quick fix.
Pale.
Sandro Pay is $40. It is a $40 bottle, and it lasts you for like 5 months.
Okay.
Money well
It's
spent.
just you can't
And
touch
you don't
anything.
look
It has
ill.
to dry.
No, it's
I'd
2
rather look
seconds.
ill than look what you look
No,
like.
I look amazing from the front. Behind, it's terrifying. I
The
look like
hands.
I look like a giraffe zebra hybrid.
All right, let's get to the debrief. Oh my goodness, that wasn't even the debrief.
That was not the debrief.
We have to give an update on the diner bracket. This thing has been selling like hotcakes
Yes.
to be on theme.
Did I not tell you Delco loves a diner?
Yeah, you did.
Delco loves a diner. People are voting left and right.
Let's take a look at the national champion because I know March Madness is over. Way to go, Gators, but ours is not over yet.
No.
We've got our nationals championship, the matchup, Monica.
And the championship comes down to Springfield beat Tom Jones voting wise, but it was hotly contested. And then Court Diner just
By the skin of its teeth,
beat out
Country Squire.
Country Squire.
So our final matchup is Court Diner versus Springfield Diner. You know how this works. Monica and I will go both to those diners. We'll decide ourselves. We like to think of it as an undercover boss type of excursion.
Because they never know we're coming.
They don't know we're coming, and we film what we film it very like undercover
like this.
boss.
And I'm like, Jenna,
and then
do you
the
like
waitress comes, and I'm like, put the phone down.
Yes.
We're very shy. So we will go to both of those places. Next episode, we will show you that, and then you can vote, of course, on who you think needs to win.
Right. We don't pick.
No,
who
we
like
just
the
like
best.
to go.
It's just fun
But
for us to go.
these are two places that we've been to kind of often. I was kind of
Yes.
hoping maybe it was a place that we haven't been to a lot. But the Country Squire, I had the entire Costales family on my Instagram. They were voting hard.
They were.
But they made it to the final four. The Costales family, who owns the diner, I guess got wind of what we were doing.
Yes.
And
That's so impressive.
every family member was on there voting.
We started with 16 diners.
Yeah, final
all
four.
so amazing. And then to make it to the final four is awesome. And this is what I love about it. And this is what I want to encourage everyone: go to diners, because you forget they're run by
Their
local
families. Yep.
Go to your local diner. Go to the one down the street. Go to the one in the next town over. They're all so stinking delicious. I love all of them. I really do. I love all of these diners.
Nobody said they didn't like a diner. Relax.
No, but you forget that they're run by like these families that you just love and know. And so it's just a good reminder. And then I am excited to get back to Springfield and Court Diner. We don't decide which ones we like the best,
but just to
you
eat.
will.
Just to enjoy the ambiance and experience and tell you what we liked about it.
Experience the metallic. Springfield Diner is metallic.
Yes.
Court Diner's not the metallic diner that you like know,
Yeah.
that you see in movies.
Not like
but
off the side of the road standing out like the Springfield
metallic.
Diner.
Yes.
All right, let's get to our first issue of the evening. What we're here to do is to solve your problems that you submit to us, and we'll keep you anonymous.
Okay, my coworker and I have been working together for 5 years and eat lunch together often. He recently lost a lot of weight and offered me all of his clothes. I initially accepted, but then got offended. So I feel like remember, we keep you anonymous and we assign you like a town and a name. So this got a bit lost, and this has to be a girl that wrote in and we just assigned it.
Well, have you ever
male.
seen Shallow Hal?
Yeah.
I was thinking Howie.
So, okay, this got lost in, this is definitely
We keep you to
a woman
your
wrote it.
gender.
Yes, we keep that all
we
anonymous.
change it
This
all.
had
So
to be a girl.
do you want to speak of it as if
Yeah.
it's women? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is offensive. I don't think there's
Really?
any two ways around it.
Yeah.
I don't know why the detail of them eating lunch together matters. Are you noticing their eating habits have changed?
Yeah, I guess because it's along the lines of like, not only is this so personal, but like it's also like, oh, are you going to eat that? Like, you know what I mean? It's
The judging.
The judging comes with the
There's
eating.
nothing more annoying, though, than a person who has decided that they want to take a healthier lifestyle. That is great. I'm all for that. But then to act holier than thou,
Yes,
like I've
self-righteous.
always lived my life this way. I'm going to have a salad. I can't believe you're eating a sandwich. That is when I draw the line. I think that's super annoying.
Yeah. And I also, when someone changes their lifestyle and loses weight, that's great and everything. And you want to encourage this person, they're being healthy, that's fine. But, when someone gets rid of those clothes immediately, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how long you're going to look like this.
Hold your horses.
There's always
And nowadays,
a backpedal.
everybody and their mother's using a weight loss drug.
Yes.
So maybe that's helping, not accusing
Right.
anyone of anything. And if you need it for other medical reasons, then that's just a perk that you're getting. But those don't last forever.
And then there always is that initial weight loss. And then, yes, you do kind of gain a little bit back.
So you plateau and then
you-
you fluctuate. It's
So
just
just
life.
Hold off. Don't
Have you
don't
ever
say that to
gotten,
them.
I've gotten clothes given to me before. And I love anytime. I mean, I'll always take clothes.
I do.
I love
but
clothes from
not
people.
for like a weight loss
No,
reason.
I just meant in general. Because I know some people are weird about that. Like they
Yeah.
won't take, like I got a bunch
Oh,
of,
no.
Kelsey gave me her jeans that
Yes.
one time. Like I'll take your clothes.
I love my mom's friends give me clothes because they are wealthy women who are just like, oh, I don't need this in my closet. I was like, please, I'll take it.
And they want you to get your Saint Tropez all over it. All right, coming up next, we're talking about looking for babysitters and some of the wild things that are posted on these groups on Facebook.
Yep. Welcome back to the Delco Duo. We're speaking of brackets, and then back to the basketball bracket. Last year, my husband won our neighborhood bracket, and I came in second place. Then new neighbors moved into the neighborhood, joined the bracket. My husband won again, and I got third place because the new neighbor won second place. Isn't that so annoying? I got bumped.
Great story.
I got bumped.
It's the odds are ever in your favor. You picked your bracket 10 minutes prior. I don't want you to act like you did all this research. You picked it 10 minutes before the deadline.
You know that, like, you know those now Instagram or like those reels that's like, I'm that annoying woman that picked based on colors or like the team mascot. That is me.
Well, that's why you did so well, because this year it was so weird that all the number one seeds were the final four. Anyone that doesn't know anything could have just picked them because they're number one and they made it far.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
I didn't even know.
We came in 10th. I say Tate made the bracket. But we are a team. We came in 10th out of 65 people, 65 brackets. So that's not terrible.
That's really good. I think we had like 20 people and I came in third. So I'm real proud of that. And then Eugene came in first and then another guy came in second.
But second doesn't get a prize?
I don't think so.
So you still got the prize. So why?
You
just wanted to be second.
Yeah, I wanted to be second because I was second last year.
You still reap the benefit.
I know, I do, and I'm gonna totally take that money and run with it. That's my monies. Mm-hmm. But yes, so there was. You say 10 minutes. There was actually, I remember looking. I had actually 5 minutes.
Yeah.
To submit, and I'm real quick going, and I just real quick picked.
This year there was no like Cinderella stories. There was no team. Like remember the nun? Remember that team that had the nun? That was like everyone was rooting for.
Loyola,
and then
Chicago.
There was a team last year that like made it really far. It was nothing exciting like that. It was the best teams made it to the end, and
it was a boring. Not our bracket is so much more exciting.
I don't even have mine up here for diners because it was busted so long ago that it's in the trash. I don't care. Yours was much better than mine.
I know.
I'm a sore loser. I don't want to look at it. I've thrown it out.
I'm really good at these brackets. Okay.
You have Springfield winning? We didn't say that.
I have Springfield winning, but I have Springfield and Court going to the
we know. All right, let's get to the next issue. Scarlett from Cicane.
I'm looking for a summer babysitter and I joined a local Facebook group. I'm shocked at some of the scandalous photos caretakers post of themselves.
Yeah.
Like these young, cute caretakers.
It makes sense. A lot of the Facebook groups, I'm in all these groups too, so I can I see the stuff. A lot of the people looking for jobs right now are college students. Yes. They're about to come home for the summer. Babysitting, you make really good money.
Yes.
Just, it's an important job, but you make really good money to hang out with kids. Some more difficult than others. But yeah, it's wild. Some of these photos, I do appreciate a photo. I love to see the person.
Yes.
I like
how you present yourself.
Like I want a face to the name and sort of like how, all the details that they're offering about themselves. But some of these pictures are crazy. I came across one the other day and real cute girl, probably young, in her 20s. The top she was wearing was like all the way down to here, just completely cut open. And she's sitting on like a picnic blanket, like hair blowing in the wind. And she's like, let me watch your kids this summer. And my mind is like, that woman's not coming into my house.
So are you saying she's not coming into your house on account of like, you don't want her in front of your husband?
Well,
I'm just wondering.
I think that's most people's thoughts.
Okay.
Yes, I think that absolutely is most people's thoughts. Now, Tate, he would kill me for me portraying him as somebody that would be interested in a 20-year-old.
Absolutely not. Tate would never.
I'm just saying that in my mind, I think that probably goes through a lot of people.
A lot of women will not hire based on that.
I want to see pictures with kids, and I know a lot of people will put like the emoji on the face, so you're keeping the privacy of the kid, but the ones that I'm always drawn to are when they're like camp counselors or when they show babysitting pictures from the past. I think those pictures do the best in the group. So if you're a future sitter, I think
this is not for Scarlett, but for the people posting on those Facebook groups.
Post your ugliest photo of yourself.
Post a photo. Don't post the ones where you're looking sexy.
It's not a dating app.
It's not a dating app. Stop doing that.
This is
You're
work.
Really scaring a lot of other people away.
Really short dresses.
Like, don't do that because I think it's
anything with alcohol.
If you're presenting yourself like that, it's just making me second guess. But I'm not as I've hired a very beautiful woman.
remember.
Yes,
I remember P.
Very
She was
beautiful,
great.
and she was great. She was awesome. We loved her. But
And not for nothing, they do monitor these groups, but there are some strange people in them that like maybe you don't want those people to see those pictures of you. Like
Yeah.
there's some men in these groups that I'm like, I don't know that you
they
have
pretend
a kid.
to be
need
hiring.
babysitting.
Yeah, they pretend they're hiring.
You just wanna
they
be
need babysitting.
careful.
Yeah,
Just be careful.
just put the picture up.
Act like it's LinkedIn, not Tinder.
Yes.
Although, I don't know, Gen Z's wild. Coming up next, one of our own issues to bring to the table. Welcome back to the Delco Duo.
This is show number 520 of 600 that we basically like are shaking from too much sugar.
The math wasn't mathing there. Yes, we recently tried a couple hours ago
Crumble cookie.
the Crumble Cookie Kardashian collaboration. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't care about the Kardashians. I don't want to hear about them anymore. But the cookies were real good. And I had way too many.
We tried
And I feel sick.
We tried each one, and there's 6. Mm-hmm. There's 6, and it's not just like a regular, like cute
No,
little cookie. It's
they're
like
huge.
a cake cookie.
And they are like so rich and thick.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this.
Whose was your favorite?
I really like Kris Jenner's, which was actually like a cake. It was a
Picture
piece of
like your sheet cake at a supermarket.
Acme.
Yellow cake with a chocolate frosting.
So good.
I liked Kylie's. Hers was a sugar cookie with pink frosting.
Just what you would think from Kylie.
And
Real
I
girly.
also liked Kendall's.
Kendall's
which was cookie dough.
That was like a cookie, and that was really good. It was fun. If you want, I would try it. Just go to Crumble and just get the whole Kardashian thing.
Oh gosh, they are so big though.
Yeah.
They're great. You need them for like a party. Like
Yeah.
you can't just get them for yourself.
Absolutely. And don't try them all at once.
Yeah.
You'll get the
like,
shakes.
I was cold
Look at
when
her,
we
look at her.
started. Now I'm overheating and
He's got the sugar shakes.
I just am not well. Okay, let's get to Monica's issue.
Yeah, we've got like 5 more minutes left in the show. Keep it together.
Monica crying about?
So I want to know your opinion on...
There's first, mine second.
Yes, let me know, and we'll wait to hear back now.
Talk to the TV.
On spoiler alerts, because I really can't stand them. They're coming out way too quickly now. Spoiler alerts on shows. I watched the White Lotus. White Lotus, is an HBO show, and it gets put out on Sundays,
Okay.
Sunday nights. But I can't watch it on Sunday nights because it comes out too late. So I watch it Mondays. I really feel like I should be safe and in the clear Monday mornings from spoilers.
No.
Come on.
Just because you had to go to bed, the rest of the world didn't. Or country, I guess. Is this
I feel-
an international show?
I think spoiler alerts.
Does it say spoiler alert?
No, I'm
So,
scrolling
all right,
through Facebook. I'm
Be
scrolling.
exact. What happened?
So I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I can kind of like look away when I see anything from White Lotus, like any type of thing. I'll just look away and then scroll through. That's it. But the problem is this was a character holding another dead character. So then, bam, I knew what happened.
Yeah.
I knew who died.
And it was on
This
Facebook?
This was on Facebook.
I feel like normally the spoiler alerts come out really quick on X or Twitter or whatever you're calling
Yeah, no,
it.
this was on Facebook. And I just was like, I really feel as though spoiler alerts, it should be a week. No spoiler alerts for a whole week.
That used
Don't
to be
post,
the way.
Don't nothing.
It's the world we're in now. Social media is too big of a part in this world that's wishful thinking. And I just think that spoiler alerts are, you can't go on these platforms if you don't want to be spoiled.
Well, that's
because
so
your
crazy.
algorithm is you've already looked at stuff, right? Like if you scrolled on Facebook and something came up about White Lotus, spoiler alert or not, you've looked at it.
Yes.
So your Facebook knows that's what you want to look at.
No,
So
kind of, yeah.
if you don't want any spoiler alerts, you got to stop looking at anything that has to do with that.
Right, so I scrolled through real fast, and I hoped that Facebook kind of got my algorithm. That
Just
like, I don't
because
wanna
you
see it.
start going quicker,
I was like, no,
doesn't mean.
Did you get that Facebook? I don't want to see it.
Meta just is like, okay, is she well? Like, why is she
get that, Zuckerberg?
rolling really fast? I used to watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette.
Oh,
and
yeah.
same thing. Those episodes were way too long. And it was always the finale the next day. The winner, they would go on like GMA and they would have a People magazine cover. So that was, I just always knew that even before I watched, I was going to know who won The Bachelor or Bachelorette. And it's just something that I've accepted. I've come to peace with spoiler alerts.
Really?
And I like to know I like predictability.
I would love it if there was a way that you could, when you first get in on Facebook and or on Meta, and say like spoiler alerts to White Lotus, like X them out.
Like I don't want to see. I don't think you. I think you can filter like I don't want to see next. So here's what we do for your next show.
Okay.
If you look at stuff that you already know on Facebook, I think there's probably like the 3 little dots or like there's got to be like the little hamburger thing.
Yes.
I think if you click that, it should give you the option. I don't want to see content like this or something.
And I'm sure
do that.
Things will still filter in through, but I don't want to be inundated. Like I don't want to like.
It's a huge show that most people watched, and I'm not surprised that there was a spoiler alert. It's just the world we live in.
It was so disappointing because I usually like to kind of know ahead of time, but this was the one time I'm like, me and my husband like to sit down and watch White Lotus
like
together.
School.
Yeah, and
week. Was the alert that Walter Goggins lost all of his hair? Was that the spoiler alert? All right, let's get to the trivia. This Delco hotspot was touted as one of the nation's first malls. All right, all you boomers, this is for you.
Boomers. It's ringing a bell in many boomers' ears, and they got it right away.
Delco hotspot touted as one of the nation's first malls. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to sing. Someone wrote in and told me not to sing anymore. The answer is the Bazaar in Clifton Heights. Are you even Delco? If you
have not heard of
or been, there's a photo of it. So
in all its
right now, it's like a Home Depot.
Yep.
If you can picture like the big Home Depot on the corner in Clifton Heights. At one point, it was the McDade Mall area. That I kind of remember more. That was more of my childhood, the McDade Mall. But this
closed in 1993 when you were born. So
this
you
apparently
wouldn't have ever stepped foot in that.
Was a wild place though. I have a little bit of background. Shoppers could purchase jewelry, shoes, or pets. Like it just had bizarre, perfect naming, like eclectic stores.
Right.
Nothing made sense that they would all be in one spot. It was sort of like vendors almost.
So I went online and I saw someone wrote in, it's like best scrapple in the world.
Oh. They said legendary pizza and soft pretzels. Apparently the soft pretzels were
like
top
really good
notch
food there too.
But you could also do laundry, play video games while you were shopping. Like it was just a place that you could go and hang out. Small businesses.
Who wouldn't want to do a load of laundry, get a good slice of scrapple,
and then buy a pet?
And then
like that sounds.
That's so
really,
Delco.
But a lot of people said like the Bazaar was their babysitter. Like after school, you would just go there. You would just go there.
Absolutely,
and
I'm
it was
sure.
Safe, and you felt like you knew everyone.
Aww.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
We don't need Home Depot. We have enough.
Seriously.
So really cool. As always, send us trivia. Send us your fond memories of Delco because we love learning about things that were there when we were very little or not born.
We love it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode. We'll see you next week, Saturdays on PHL 17.